Man, it's a fancy ass camera too. I mean, I remember just losing my mind when they started doing that with the phones.
So it says skill set number one.
That should always go on last. No, actually, I take that back. Sorry, first thing you want, last thing to come off. I got that backwards. It's on me. Sorry.
So for skill set number one, it says using EPA recognized test kits and paint chip sample collection. We just gonna reference the box and show them what's inside and the instructions is in there. Number two, setting up the barrier signs and flaps, entry doors. Number three, cleaning verification procedure. So that's it, dude.
Simple. Not even, those black plastic gloves look so intimidating. Like the doctor's gonna about to check me in a spot I don't want to get checked.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't be saying that while it's recording. And again, I guess we want to edit that out anyway, ain't it? You talking about doctors checking me in invasive places?
Oh, yeah.
The shoes come on?
Generally speaking, you want to step into it first.
With shoes on or shoes off?
Actually, go ahead and take your shoes off.
Yeah, put 'em.
Yeah. Slip in. General rule of thumb: always go up 2 sizes. Like if your shirt size is a large, you're gonna go double X when you're buying those suits. Because I have no idea what shire of hobbits they make those suits in, but it was not the right size. Not the same here as in the U.S. anyway.
Right.
Like I'm an extra large. I mean, think about triple X one. All right.
So this is one.
All right, and then you can step back into your shoes and put the paper booties on over your shoes. And if those are the good paper booties, you should be able to wrap them up above the shoes and tape the interfaces. Oh, well, shoot the luck on that. I mean, maybe we should have had you leave your shoes on, but when you went inside, but you know what? That's
You know,
okay.
just take the shoe off because you ain't going there.
Yeah, anything you can see it anyway. Yeah, and then you're gonna wanna just tape that to the suit, tape the paper booty to the suit. Hope that don't break the shoe, you know? I know what it's like to kind of keep shoes will be good. Not that you guess from these nasty shoes I'm wearing today. These are the sticky mans?
Yeah. Now, when you're talking decon, you're only talking about plastic on the floor. You're not building that. So.
No, see, that's just it. Now, like, depending on the nature of the work here, you would either tape it directly against the wall if you're gonna be removing that toe kicker. If you're not removing the toe kicker, you tape it to the top of the toe kicker.
Yeah, we're not removing the toe kicker.
Okay.
So we just gonna say it's a little scraper right there. Make sure you put that tab so you can pull it off.
This is at the point in the video when you hear something. Be sure to tape the interfaces securely.
Just like that.
I still get students laughing every time I do those midnight commercials. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mentally ill, you may be entitled.
You sound just like that.
I've been playing voices and shit since I was a kid. This is actually a pretty nice cutter. Leonard, you always got the good toys, you know that, right?
We tried. Lay this shit out.
Actually, we just get that box being open.
Yeah.
the biggest problem with these is they can take up to 24 hours to get results. Yeah. Well, it's like lead check, with the lead checks, they always said you could get an instant result, you may have to wait up to half an hour. These on the front end say, give it up to an hour. See, this is complete test in 3 minutes. Yeah. All right. We will figure it. See you later. Actually, we can do it on the 31st. Anyway, too long now. I don't know if you got tape on the wrong thing. Oh, the glove got torn. Now, see, that would be a great opportunity to say, if anybody, there may certainly pressure us quickly, but that thing can't pull that stone. The irony is this, with the exception of demolition, the circumstances under which you would be generating enough dust require a suit. That idea. You and far between. Didn't expect it to be all this, did you?
I knew what I was gonna do.
You knew what you were getting into.
I knew what happened to that.
There we go. Once you get that sub tacked up. By the way, good job keeping it tight. Hey, when I see good work, I got it kind of. Well, I probably should not be seen on camera standing in the work area without a suit on. We're good. Once again, you got the respirator on the inside. There you go. Yeah. One thing you probably want to do though, just to make it a little easier for yourself, is to just put little tags down around here along the outside too. That will help keep that smooth. That way, so when you go to seal it up along the top, it keeps it nice and tight for you. Yeah. Oh, do be careful. My man's about to do the lateral splits up on that.
I'm just going to have to get the hospital.
Yep. We got it. You just learned the value of finding the folding flag on the end. Let me get that up somewhere. Then we don't worry about tearing up the gloves again.
I got cut around like that. Around. So this,
Yeah, so tight. Then you just gotta seal the edges. Although when you seal this, considering this is our disturbance wall, I worry about sealing like that, keeping the bolts on the opposite walls like that. See what I'm doing? This lad does good work, Leonard. You've got a good one in this, man. You got a yeller one, thing, Tom? Yeller one, Tom? Is that what that was?
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm digging that. I'm digging that.
Okay, so now he's putting the tape on the top of the poly to make sure nothing falls behind in terms of chips of dust, and he's going to seal off all around the front. We may pause the tape at this point and come back when he goes to the next task.
Well, it's picking up just fine.
Okay. All right, so now we continue with the criticals put on the walls. Taping it directly to the component itself so that no lead dust will get on it, as well as to leave us room to do the scraping around the work area on the wall. Okay, now we're going to get ready to do the door, and we're going to do two types of doors: the Z flaps and the T door. Demonstrate.
Right now we're doing the S4.
But right now we're just going to do the S4 door and show everybody how that's going, and we'll go from there. Okie dokie. So now we got the S fold in place. We
It's
got to throw a
9 inch.
piece in the
It's a
front
9 inch sheet.
and weight it at the bottom, and then that will be done.
All right, what we've established here is an S-fold door, which you saw being put up by the student here. We've got our 2 minimum required layers for the RRP. Inside of here, we've got, that's already coming away. Houston, we have a problem. Back to 1. Let's go ahead and seal that tight up there. Get an extra roll of tape along that length just to make sure it stays. I feel bad. You're in the personal protective equipment and don't even need it because we're not actually disturbing anything yet. All right, as long as it's sealed. Yeah, if you want to come over with the camera again so they can get a close up on this. Let's try that again. Back to 1. RRP renovation asphalt door, take 2. All right, now, as you can see here, we've got our S-fold door. This is what you've seen us assembling over the past few moments. We've got that folded pleat with the actual taped slice down the middle for people to come in through to get through. And we've taken this extra sheet and hung it over with a weight in the bottom to make sure we've got our 2 minimum layers as required for the RRP's specifications. You will find that this type of dust door is a bit on the excessive side, though. A 2-sheet Z-fold would be more than sufficient. Would go up a heck of a lot faster and takes considerably less poly. It's generally greener. All right, so that's our S-fold door.
Maybe we would do him doing the taking off the road with the suit. Oh, and have them do the gooseneck when we get.
Of course, once we get that stuff up. We're
No.
ahead. All right. Now, remember, your personal protective equipment should be removed in the work area to be disposed of with all other lead contaminated waste. To this end, he's going to grab the top of his hood and unzip. He's going to unzip the front of his. There we go. And now he's going to roll it. He's not going to pull the hood away. He's going to begin rolling the suit off inside out. He's going to roll back like that. Get his hair caught up in there. There we go. And just roll it off inside out. He'll make his way down to the shoulders and continue to roll.
Yeah, take off the sleeve.
You're good. Roll the gloves off inside out as well to be disposed of as lead contaminated waste. Roll the whole. No. Slide your arm back in there. Back to one. Make him do it twice. Okay. Now let's do the same thing for the other glove first. All right. Now, once you've done that, take the glove off inside out. Very good. And drop it on the plastic to be disposed of as lead contaminated waste. Now, from that hood where your shoulders are, continue to roll it off. That way, any lead contaminated dust on the actual suit, exactly, is being contained inside and away from your skin. Well done. And do the same thing down the other side. With enough practice, you'll get into the point where you can actually just get it off in one shot. But again, practice never makes perfect because nothing's perfect. Practice makes progress. Well done. And cut. With the suit being disposed of in the containment area, the responsible renovator will then use the HEPA vacuum to remove any potential dust from his clothing before leaving the work area. He'll move slowly, completely, and make sure to get full coverage over the fabric of his attire. If he were wearing a disposable respirator, that too would be removed inside of the work area and disposed of as lead-contaminated waste. And then from there, once he's vacuumed himself off, he will exit the containment area by way of a dust. Oh, that is going to be a very... Here. He will exit the work area by way of our tack mat, removing all dust from his shoes.
Okay, so now we're going to put everything into the disposal bag, rolling everything inwardly, and then we're going to goose bag the disposal bag. Now start from the opposite end and start rolling in all of your plastic.
Want to stay inside of it?
Make note that all critical barriers, including the dust door, will remain in place until after the cleaning verification process has been satisfied. careful around that door has to stay in place. So that means cutting away, that means cutting away.
Okay.
How many go? How many go? Yeah. Then we hold that back in. Yeah. Smile and say cheese. Now, reasonably speaking, you shouldn't actually be in the containment area. You've already stepped off with your 10-pound dolly.
That's what I was.
Yeah. Isn't that so much easier?
Okay, so now you're gonna put it in your bag. Now you're gonna, once you get it folded inward like that, then you're gonna put it in your garbage bag, and you're going to gooseneck tie that puppy. And basically, at that point, you're done.
Do you know how to do a gooseneck seal?
Okay.
Do you know how to do a gooseneck seal?
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna cut the record on this unless you're ready for me to use gooseneck
Yeah, just go ahead and do that gooseneck, twist it up good, and then
now. Bottom to top.
do you have your tape over there? No, I'll throw it to you.
Got some here.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. You got some right there. You go ahead and get that tight.
Yeah, I'll make it a little better there.
Treat like the asbestos is what I'm doing.
And there you have it.
Gooseneck
Gooseneck tied.
Gooseneck that, and that's the can. Alright, for the cleaning verification, notice my critical barriers are still up in my work area. And in order to make certain that we're verifying the cleanliness of this work, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take one white wet disposable cleaning cloth. And we're gonna use one cloth for every 40 square feet. Bear in mind, this is after we've done our 2-bucket mop to make certain that the work area is clean. We will use one white wet disposable cleaning cloth for every windowsill in our work area, and one white wet disposable cleaning cloth for every 40 square feet in our work area. And if you'll observe here, notice I'm not scrubbing with this. I'm literally just using it to collect up a sample of what's on the floor within that 40 square foot area. Not scrubbing, just collecting up any dust that might be on that floor in the work area. And once I've gotten that entirety of that 40 square feet, no more, no less, I'm going to examine the cloth. If any dust, debris, or particulate can be seen on that cloth, it has failed cleaning verification. Yeah, I'm seeing some dust, debris, and particulate on that cloth. But even if it looked clean, that does not necessarily verify the cleanliness. To confirm that, I would have to compare it to the cleaning verification card given to me by the Environmental Protection Agency. Now, we just can put that up there, and we're going to look in the window at the bottom of the card. And as long as the cloth stays brighter than the soiled sample at the bottom of the card, it is considered to have passed cleaning verification. But this cloth has apparently not passed cleaning verification, so instead what we're going to do is we're going to re-clean and retest. Let's pull out those mop buckets again and mop a second time. After that, we can attempt a new cleaning verification with some fresh, wet cloths. Now, if we fail a second time, we've got a problem. We failed that cleaning verification twice. We need to stop for a second. We need to take a different approach to our cleaning. Instead of mopping again, we're going to let our floor dry completely. Give it up to an hour. After which we're going to use our Swiffer again, except this time instead of using a white, wet, disposable cleaning cloth, what we will use is the electrostatically charged dry disposable cleaning cloth. Now, or the dust cloth, as many of us may more likely call it. And once that floor is dry, we're not comparing it to the cleaning verification card anymore. At this point, we're literally just using the electrostatically charged dry disposable cleaning cloth to get every possible remaining bit of particulate off of the floor. Now, even if I failed my cleaning verification twice, I'm considered to have finally passed as long as I have engaged in all steps of the cleaning verification process. That